Subscribe and download over 1 million code snippet including this tutorial from codegive.com, link in the description below. Certainly. Keep in mind that Python 3.4 is quite an old version, and it's recommended to use a more recent version for security and feature updates. However, if you specifically need Python 3.4, here's a tutorial on how to install it on Ubuntu. Open a terminal window by pressing Ctrl Alt T and update the package list to make sure you have the latest information about available packages. Python 3.4 requires a few dependencies to be installed. Run the following command. Visit the Python website, https://www.python.org/download/release, to find the source code for Python 3.4. Download the tar.xz file for Python 3.4. For example, extract the downloaded source code using the following command. Navigate into the extracted directory and run the following commands to configure, compile, and install Python. Check if Python 3.4 has been installed successfully. You should see the Python version as output. You can clean up the downloaded files and extracted directory. You have successfully installed Python 3.4 on your Ubuntu system. Remember that Python 3.4 is no longer officially supported, so consider using a more recent version if possible. If you encounter any issues, refer to the Python documentation or community forums for assistance. ChatGPT. Certainly. Please note that Python 3.4 is quite an old version, and it's recommended to use a more recent version if possible due to security and feature improvements. However, if you specifically need Python 3.4, you can follow the steps below to install it on Ubuntu. Before installing any software, it's a good practice to update the package list. Install the necessary prerequisites for building Python from source. Run the following commands to configure and build Python. The alt install command is used to prevent Python 3.4 from becoming the default Python version on your system. Check that Python 3.4 has been installed successfully. This should display the Python version as March 4, 10. You can create a virtual environment using Python 3.4. To use Python 3.4 in your terminal, you can specify it explicitly. Remember, Python 3.4 is no longer actively maintained, and it's recommended to consider upgrading to a more recent version for security and compatibility reasons. ChatGPT. Certainly. While Python 3.4 is quite outdated, I recommend using a more recent version if possible. However, if you specifically need Python 3.4 for any reason, here's a tutorial on how to install it on Ubuntu. Step 1. Update package list. Open a terminal and run the following commands to make sure your package list is up to date. Step 2. Install prerequisites. Python 3.4 requires some dependencies that need to be installed. Run the following command. Step 3. Download Python 3.4 source code. Go to the Python official website to find the source code for Python 3.4. Copy the link to the zip source tarball for Python 3.4 and download it using UGit. Step 4. Extract source code. Now, extract the downloaded tarball. Step 5. Configure and compile. Navigate into the extracted directory. Run the following commands to configure and compile Python. Step 6. Verify installation. Check if Python 3.4 has been installed successfully. This should display the Python version. Step 7. Set Python 3.4 as default, optional. If you want to set Python 3.4 as the default Python version, you can use the Update Alternatives command. Then select Python 3.4 as the default. Choose the number corresponding to Python 3.4 in the list. Now, you have successfully installed Python 3.4 on your Ubuntu system. Keep in mind that Python 3.4 is no longer supported, and it's highly recommended to use a more recent version for security and compatibility reasons. ChatGPT.